Hey guys, Deltrease Hart-Anderson here of D Hart Accounting, where we keep the IRS out of your pocketbooks, wallets, and bank accounts. I wanted to share with you, if you're in the state of South Carolina and if you have employees, we're talking about W-2 employees, not 1099 employees at this point, okay? If you have W-2 employees, there is a new requirement with South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce, also known as SCDEW, where not only every quarter there is a quarterly requirement, just as it is with the IRS, you're going to file the 941 forms. Well, with South Carolina Department of Revenue, you're going to file those unemployment forms, UCE 101 and UCE 120. So basically, you are currently filing the all of your employees' names that you have paid for the quarter. You're you're reporting their social security numbers, and you're reporting how much you paid them for the quarter. In addition to those three things, you are now having to file or report an occupational code for each of your employees. So I'm going to show you where you can find this information, okay? And so if you already have like a payroll service, whether it's ADP, Paychex, Gusto, whomever you're using, they may or may not have reached out to you about this yet, but they will be reaching out to you or should be reaching out to you so that they could get the right occupational codes for each of your employees. If you have a bookkeeper or if you have an accountant or a local payroll service, they should be reaching out to you with the same information, okay? And if you're a do-it-yourselfer, here's the opportunity where you can see the resource where you can find the code yourself. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen and move me out of the way just in case y'all can see. Basically, you would go to do.sc.gov / or I don't know if it's back or forward slash SOC dash occucoder. That's OCCUCODER. Okay. When you go here, you will find just a little lookup landing page. That's all it is, where you can find the standard occupational classification code. And that's what they're calling it, SOC, SOC, standard occupational classification code. So it's you will put in the title of your employee. So for example, here, I'm just going to throw in accountant because that's what I am. Now, keep in mind, this is only for W-2 employees at this point. So for those of you, if I'm providing CFO services for you, this is not, you won't have to report this on me, okay? But so we put in accountant, and then notice accountants and auditors came up, and here is the code 13-2011. That is the code that you would actually put on your quarterly payroll report for SCDEW. Now, if you share this with your accountant or your CPA or tax preparer, they or enrolled agent, they might say, well, I'm not just an accountant, I'm a CPA, right? So let me just show you. If you put in CPA, auditors, accountants and auditors still come up with the same code, but now you have to decide whether you're going to go under CPA or you're going to go under tax preparer, okay? So I say all that to say, please don't overthink the process. One, it can be changed if you make a mistake. Two, if someone's title does change, let's say they were one title the first part of the month or the first part of the quarter, and then the end of the quarter, their title changed, then you just put the last known title that you have in order to get the right code. If their title changed from one quarter to the next, then still put the last known title, whatever that title is, okay? I'll give you another example. Let's say if you have an office manager. So you're just going to put in office manager, hit search, and see it puts first line supervisors and/or office administrative support workers. The code is 43-1011. Again, don't overthink it, but some people might say, well, I have more of an executive assistant, right? Which they're two different things, but sometimes we use them interchangeably. So now here you have executive secretaries, executive admins, but if you look down, so secretaries, chief, but now you have all of these things to choose from. If you're really wanting to get granular, then just go ahead and start looking at the job descriptions to see which job description is closely related to the title of your employee on this side, okay? But there again, don't overthink it, and then just know if you make a mistake or something changes, you can always amend this. This is for South Carolina data purposes only, research purposes, and not necessarily, well, yeah, research. They're looking to find out what titles, what are the jobs in South Carolina, and how much are those jobs paying on average based off of the title, okay? So that's somehow going to help South Carolina, but that's all it's for at this point. Please don't overthink it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. If you are an annual advisory client of ours or a CFO client of ours, we will certainly walk you through it. Don't try to use up any of your big blocks of time for this question. Just hop in on whether you want to hop in on our office hour on Monday or whether you want to co-work with me. When we have our pop-up co-work days, then do that. Just don't utilize your big office, your big consulting times for this matter, because it'll be quick and I'll be happy to help you walk through as many employees as you have. If you are not a CFO client or an annual tax advisory client and you're interested in joining up, please feel free to schedule a time to chat at www.callthetaxpro.com. That's www.callthetaxpro.com. If you are a do-it-yourselfer and you do your own payroll, if you have a bookkeeper or an accountant doing it for you, if you have a national service like ADP, Gusto, Paychecks, whoever you have, hopefully this was helpful. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me as well. Schedule a time at that www.callthetaxpro.com, and I will be happy to see where I can assist you. Again, I'm Deltrease Hart-Anderson, keeping the IRS out of the pocketbooks, wallets, and bank accounts of taxpayers. Till next time, bye y'all.